Utah Mammoth, they have the number 4 overall draft pick. Who are we picking? Before we get into content, folks, we want to remind you that we did just launch a channel for your Utah Mammoth called Utah Hockey DNA. This is a channel specifically designed around your Utah Mammoth content. All of our content for the Utah Mammoth will be posted here first. So if you have not yet, check us out. The link to that channel will be in the description below if you're watching this on our main channel, DNA Sports Recap. So be sure to check us out. Smash that like button for your boy AJ and consider subscribing to the channel if this is the type of content you're enjoying. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the first subject of the day, which is now last week we did talk about this, but our audio was so bad. Who knows if anybody actually watched it? If you did, you're a better man or a better person than I am, because I couldn't stand the audio.
It was bad. Yeah. Even just cutting it, it was just like, oh no.
Yeah. It's so all of you that watched it, I appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, so what we're going to do is kind of recircle back with that, and kind of now we've had a week to digest it. I want to kind of get more into who we think the number 4 pick should be.
Yeah.
And kind of go into that. So yeah, the balls bounced the way of the Utah Mammoth. I'm glad one team in this state actually has some draft luck, and we went from 14 all the way up to number 4 in the draft, which Bill Armstrong said is a game changer. So what do you got, man? What do you have on this when it comes to the draft? What do you think the Utah Mammoth should do with number 4?
I think the most important thing for the Mammoth at this point is that these guys absolutely need to select the best player available, regardless of position, right? We need to make sure we do all the scouting, get all the research. Like, this team needs center depth. They need goal scoring. We know that there's no generational talent in this draft, but there is a ton of high quality prospects. And one of those high quality prospects, and the one that I actually like the most, not sure if he's going to make it to 4, because this guy's a great player, Porter Martone. He's a right wing forward. Hey, he's 6'3", 210 pounds. This dude is a really skilled stick handler. And he's a great playmaker. And I really like this guy with this pick, because I think he's a great addition next to some of the really skilled offensive players that we already have.
Okay. You're going offense, huh?
Yeah.
All right. I like it. I'm going a different direction.
Okay.
A little bit with this. With number 4 pick, Utah's issues this season has been on the defensive end.
Right.
Mainly due to injury.
Yeah.
Our key players on defense missed practically the whole first half of the season. But the main issues that were affecting this team last season were winning on the road and holding leads down the stretch. Right?
Yeah.
They'd always give up late goals to give up the lead. And honestly, when I see that there, and we actually have a commenter on one of our podcasts there, if I can find it, I'll link it up here and we'll put it on screen for you. If you're watching this after the live stream, mention this, is that the reason why we had such a hard time holding leads was our lack of defense. So I think absolutely we don't go for the best player available in this draft. What I say we go after an immediate need. And what this team needs is obviously some help on defense. For someone number 4, I say they draft somebody who is a defenseman that is NHL ready. And when I think the only player for me on that is going to be Jackson Smith, the left shot defenseman who has an NHL ready size body. He's 6'3", 195 pounds, skates well, can make smart first passes out of the zone. Smith last year had 54 points. Which was 11 goals and 43 assists in 68 games he played last season in Ontario. I believe it was Ontario. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments there. But yeah, he just turned 18 this month. But if you want to draft based off of the team's real need, I definitely think Smith is your guy.
I mean, I do really like it, because we did have a ton of defensive issues. I mean, we battled injuries, and we lost the first half of the season where I think there was some gel issues and moving the team and all that kind of stuff had to play with it. But I mean, I could definitely see going after defense straight out the gate. I think that could definitely help this team.
Yeah, I just think having somebody in the minors, basically, that we can call up that's going to be body ready for the NHL.
Yeah,
I think makes sense for me. I don't know. We want to hear from you folks. Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below on who you think that the Utah Mammoth should be taking at number 4. Most mocks drafts have us taking Anton Fondell, who is also just turned 18 this month, by the way.
Yeah,
which is weird. 6'1", 198 pounds. He is physical. He has a quick release on his shot. He can beat the goalies to his spot of the net from a distance. Again, I don't know. I think we need defensive there, but what do you think about the mock pick of them taking Anton? Do you think that's going to be? Yeah, that's kind of more about what you're talking about. That is just taking the best talent available at that point.
Yeah, I mean, this guy, he's a player that could probably eventually move out to a wing and play on a wing. But I mean, he's an elite offensive player. I mean, and that kind of translates to no matter where you play on the ice, right? So he's an excellent skater. I mean, he uses it well on forecheck. He's a great offensive option. If, like I said, I'm not sure Porter Martone's going to be available at 4, but if Anton Frondel is going to be there, I think that's another great option.
Nice. Again, folks, we would love to hear from you. Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. It would be great to see some engagement from you guys on what you think. And again, we're kind of new to this hockey thing, so we're really enjoying the intercourse. What's the word I'm looking for? Pause on that one, by the way. The discourse between everybody, chatting in the comments down below with us on that. We'd love to hear from you guys. Let us know on what you guys want to hear about from the Utah Hockey Club and what you think that they're going to do with the draft this year.
Yeah.
Do you even think they even keep it? Do you think they trade it off? Who knows? All right, let's go ahead and talk on our next point here. Before we get into that, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about, let's see here. Nope, no comments on the phone, so we'll keep going. Let's go ahead and talk about the next thing, which is actually a lot of chatter coming around the Utah Hockey Club, which is actually going to be Pacific Northwest Utah. I knew you weren't going to leave me that alone. Thank you for practicing safe. I knew somebody wasn't going to leave me alone on that one. Someone's going to make a comment there for sure.
We appreciate you guys' commitment to correcting all the dumb shit we say.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. But yeah, so there's a lot of chatter going on with the Utah Hockey Club. Sorry, the Utah Mammoth. Man, that's my first slip up, man.
I know you've done so good too.
I'm nailing it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of chatter around the Utah Mammoth actually pursuing Mitch Marner in free agency. Did you hear about the story?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this guy's, he's potentially going to be available. He does have a pretty large contract, but this is an elitely talented player. Is elitely a word?
Close enough.
He is an elite talent that is potentially available. If Utah Mammoth gets the opportunity to acquire 100+ point player in free agency, this is just something you got to chase down, right?
Okay.
I mean, this guy's an immediate offensive boost. Marner's averaged 95 points over the past 4 seasons. He's an excellent passer, high hockey IQ. This guy is top 5 in both assists and points. Sorry, in both assists and points. Missed that in my note. But I mean, this dude's just fantastic. He would be a fan. But if you're going after Mitch Marner, you're definitely not going to draft an offensive player.
No,
with number 4, right?
No, because you got Tidge down in there in the minors that you need to get around to, see what he's got, see if he can perform. I know he's coming off of injury last year. So, yeah, I don't know. There's people down there. I don't know. Who knows? I think there's a little bit more to the minors that we need to figure out and how the prospects shake out and how they get promoted and stuff that we don't necessarily understand yet. But, yeah, man, I think you're right. I mean, he's 28 years old, the right winger. He's in his 9th year of service time within the NHL. Last season, he did finish with 102 points, 75 assists, 27 goals. That's the most points in his career. He was also all rookie team in 2017. Yeah, man, I'm right there with you, man. He is a free agent. The only issue I run into with this guy is that I see he's going to be a little too expensive.
Right. Yeah. Look, expected to command $12 million annually over 7 years, which is more than half of Utah's $22 million in cap space.
Yeah, but we do have a cap space.
Yeah, we do.
And we brought back enough talent, and depending on who we draft,
yes.
It's not a bad move. It's not a financially crippling move for this team, I don't think.
Right.
But, you got teams like the Blackhawks who already expressed interest. You have Toronto who's going to try and get this guy back after losing in Game 7. He didn't necessarily, we'll get into that here in a little bit. But you also have reports tying him to the Hurricanes as well, which would be a good fit for him. Armstrong talked about in his exit interviews that those who won the summer didn't win the winter when it comes to free agency. He made that comment there. And that's something that they need to be careful on where they spend their money this year. Coach Tourney echoed that in saying statements like, we're going to look to fill specific needs to make this team better versus just having talent for the sake of having it. Mitch was a 63 career playoff point getter He has 13 goals, 50 assists. He only managed 3 points in the last 5 games of this playoff. All 3 of those were assists. So that's a little bit uncharacteristic of him.
Yeah.
Which may not have helped his free agency. But I don't know, man. I think while Utah Mammoth is definitely going to pursue it, you got to make the phone call, as you always say.
Yep.
But I just think that the likelihood of them being the ones who's going to spend the most, I don't know. I think the Blackhawks are desperate. It's been 8 consecutive seasons of not making the postseason. I just see somebody else going for him more than Utah.
It's such a huge, I mean, for Utah to have an opportunity to get him, the momentum swing in this market would be the biggest, probably like game changer for Utah Mammoth, right? Because if you can sign Marner, it really establishes Utah as a serious, attractive NHL destination for us to get future free agents.
Yeah,
because that's the big thing is if you can sign a free agent like this guy, you're going to continue to attract talent, and that I think that could be a reason that you go swing for the fences.
Agreed.
He is a little bit old, right? Like at 28, it's a little bit risky to sign a 28-year-old to half your cap space on a long-term deal.
Yeah.
Right.
Dude, 4 years, high AAV, call it good.
Yeah.
You know?
So, and what we need to know is, can we defer contracts?
No, that's
can we defer? No. Oh,
that's
damn.
only for the Dodgers, man.
Oh,
that's what I've been told anyway.
I knew it.
Yeah.
So
actually, that's kind of funny because that's exactly what I was thinking of, the Ohtani model.
Yeah.
You know, by bringing in this player, there's been talks about it. This is something I've been catching on KSL radio as well as ESPN 700. They both commented on this, is that the Utah Mammoth is already a destination team. It's not necessarily ranked in the top 5, but the players are already talking about, I want to, having interest in going there. There have been unanimous polls saying that from the top agencies in National Hockey, that Utah is in the top 3 of teams where players are asking if that team is interested. This is already being discussed. So having been able to land a player like this will not only kind of confirm some of that a little bit,
yeah,
but also really push, like if we're letting a top free agent out of the mark in one of the top free agents in this year's free agency, that definitely pushes that even higher, I think.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know. We want to hear from you folks. Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. As a reminder, folks, we did just create a channel specifically for your Utah Mammoth, which is Utah Hockey Club. Which is Utah Hockey DNA. Dang, dude, I'm all over the place.
You're all over the place.
Utah Hockey DNA. This is a channel specifically dedicated for your Utah Mammoth content. All of our content on the Utah Mammoth will be posted here first. So if you have not yet, check out that channel. It'll be in the description down below. Make sure while you're down there, you drop us a comment. Let us know what your thoughts are on the Utah Mammoth and what we've talked about today in the episode today about who they should take at number 4, if they should hold on to that pick, and should we go after Mitch Marner in free agency this year? Let us know in the comments down below. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're enjoying this content, and smash that like button for your boy AJ right over there.
Do it.